by being on the field at the Super Bowl. And then after, we call up Wendy, say, hey, where's the Patriots after party? Because they won the game. And so we go with our MTV badges, and we're like, okay, how are we going to get in here? And then just like a miracle, Kid Rock and Toby Keith show up. And so we walk behind them, and they go in, and then we're like, we're with these guys. Let's go.
Somebody got a what? Somebody got a what?
Someone got to get us in the head. Don't you know who I am? I'm up on the
Hey, who's old boob hitter with he? You know she?
He got the
We just got 4.
You guys with them, right?
Yes.
You're with them?
That's it. That's four.
Thank you.
Just four.
You don't need those. You don't need those.
They're going to inform the NFL. That station in Philadelphia with the reporter, they also know about it. So with all this buzz surrounding this website, if you go to the website as of an hour ago,
they're getting equal time on Channel 9. Even though they didn't have a skin in the game, they didn't even live in Oklahoma City, they weren't involved, they were publicity seekers. One guy had crashed a Super Bowl before. I mean, he was just doing it for the publicity, had no other reason there, and all of a sudden they're getting equal time with the guy who's been elected by the people of Oklahoma City to represent him. That's where it becomes...
I think that was the year that Maxim gave about 10 different people $500 to try to sneak in. We did it with like $10.
Oklahoma City's Steve Hunt and his friend Robert McKee of Dallas don't have Dion Rich numbers, but got into 2 consecutive Super Bowls without tickets.
We saw it as a challenge.
Years ago, the Friends accepted a lot of odd challenges. Appearing on game shows, in city council broadcasts, and live behind reporters. Yeah, we hate that.
Honestly, you know, we're just out there having a good time.
But nothing is bigger than the Super Bowl.
It is the holy grail of events.
Found a kid and said, excuse me, we're with, you know, such and such security or something. We need to see your badge. Took a picture of it down the street to Kinko's, got in Photoshop. Boop, boop, boop.
Here's one of the passes that helped get them all inside.
But this was like 400, 500 kids. And all they had was just a little purple laminated card. They didn't scrutinize their passes, so we just kind of blended right behind.
Passes got them into parties after the game.
Kid Rock was like right in front of us. And one of the people with us had the presence of mind to say, we're with him, to the security, and he just nodded us through.
The duo would repeat the next year in Jacksonville for Super Bowl 35. This time, the lie was told to an unknowing Philadelphia news reporter in town covering the Eagles.
I said, oh my gosh, that's you. Can we get a picture? She's like, yeah, sure. So we get her a picture with her, and we're like, no one's going to believe it's you. Hold up your press credentials.
Just like media badges have changed a lot. And so too McKee, a web programmer, and Hunt, who actually ran for mayor of OKC in 2010. The shenanigans are over, but these memories never, ever feel old.
I rarely smile. I'm one of those frowning people, but this makes me smile.
Carl Torp, Oklahoma's own News 9.
Pretty clever.
What memories? I just went to Kinko's, made a copy, laminated.
Music communicates through aesthetics, while art challenges our sense of self and our relationship to the outer world. Stage magic confounds our logical sensibilities, contrasting the way things appear with the way we know they should be, while spiritual magic explores the seemingly impossible relationship between our will and the workings of the universe. Weirdness crashes boundaries, forcing us to see our complicity in reality creation. We break free of the imposed program and experiment with alternatives. None of our models are authoritative, but that's the whole point. We each live within the confines of our own reality tunnels, seeing very limited pictures of the real world. That's what we have in common. The best way to resolve the image is to bring more people and perspectives into play. That's why, most of all, being a spoil sport is a social signal. It's a way of calling out to the others who have unplugged from their programming and are seeking to reclaim their humanity. The weird may be what distinguishes us, but beware. Unconventional behaviors are quickly identified, copied, and then sold back to us as commodified identities. That's why being truly anomalous has to mean more than the adoption of a particular style or intersectional label. It's about finding people with whom to connect more deeply and recognizing that the cues we use to identify one another are just means to that greater end.
Above the field, and the headline, Hacksonville, Super Bowl Hack 2. The first hack job last year in Houston. Here are the pictures. And again, we see the same familiar faces at Reliance Stadium this time.
This was really the Pro Bowl of law enforcement. We had 53 agencies